consider yourself a chess fan for many years now, or you're just recently getting into the game, there is something you should know about the chess world. It is full of drama, and this week, after the Pro Chess League finals concluded, there has been an explosion of it. The TLDR is that Wesley So, a player on the St. Louis Archbishops, has basically accused Tigran Petrosian from the Armenia Eagles of cheating during the match. Today, Tigran responded in the comment section of this chess.com article I'm about to show you, and went on a crazy explosion of insults and beratements and so on. So you can use the timeline on the video players to jump into some of the conversation. I'm going to get into the drama. So there's this article, Armenia defeats St. Louis, and we go all the way down to the comment section, page number 7. Wesley So, several days ago, says, yeah, Petrosian plays better than Magnus Carlsen yesterday. I need to have some of that secret gin. The secret gin is talking about the gin that Tigran Petrosian said that, he was relaxing, sipping on gin when the games were going on. And then he says, I wonder what happened to the Eagles' top 2 scorers, Andreassian and Sean Sargsyan, both grandmasters who play for the Armenia Eagles. But if you go to their accounts on chess.com, Zavin has not been online since April 23rd, and Shant hasn't been online since April 22nd. Now, I don't know what that means. It doesn't say that publicly they've been banned, but there are some conversations out there that say that sometimes when these title players run into fair play issues, their accounts stay looking like this, but they never log in again. That's what's out there. I'm just relaying that information to you. Now, where are these claims substantiated from? So, obviously, there are moments in these games where Tigran, played exceptionally well. And I do have the games booted up. He did go 3.5 out of 4 against Bobby, Wesley, and so on. First, before we jump into some of the specific moves and the response that Tigran said today to Wesley, I'd like to show you this video. It's an excerpt of Tigran playing against Fabiano Caruana, and something that Wesley talked about a lot in his comments. He says that Tigran is looking down a lot during his games. Take a look.
I don't believe in it. Queen c4. Oh, stopping queen c1 check. That's very important. Queen c4, there were no other squares to use, so queen c4 says you're not getting this check, and black can even consider g5 and g4, because the king on h6 cannot be attacked with just one lone knight over here. You need to get more pieces in the game. The rook on d5, the queen on c4 say, no, you're not getting anything. Nothing for you.
Now, there is another clip out there that Hikaru played on his recap video, which I put in the description below, where Tigran is playing against Lenye, and that, the critical moment from the game that you saw on the screen was right around here, when Tigran boxed out Fabiano's pieces and converted basically flawlessly throughout the endgame. The clip from the Hikaru video is this position when Hikaru talks about the move f4 here being very natural for white, but Tigran plays this very calm maneuver and then plays 9 or 10 perfect moves in a row, moves that at first glance the engine doesn't even look at so strongly, and then starts considering more and more. So that's kind of the situation. That is the evidence, at least the evidence that Wesley So is bringing to the table. He's talking that Tigran scored 3.5 points out of 4, and Tigran has played in some blitz events before, and when there is a proctor, he hasn't done so well. So that is where Wesley is coming from. Now, if we jump into the words again, today things went totally off the rails. So let me get us over here to the comment section once again. And we'll go to the first comment section. Now, we scroll all the way down. It was brought to his attention what Wesley said, and Tigran said a lot of things. Mostly, it's, are you kidding me? What the are you talking about, man? You're the biggest loser I've ever seen in my life. You were doing EP in your Pampers. I can't believe I'm actually saying that out loud. When I was beating players much stronger than you, you're not a professional, blah, blah, blah. You accused Firouzja. I don't actually know if that happened. There was this drama about Wesley So saying things about Firouzja, and it's said that his account was hacked at the time. So then Tigran officially invited him to play an over-the-board match of $5,000 to the winner, etc., etc., etc. Now, people were like, wow. And then Wesley said, I thought you were educated. We probably should report you to FIDE and ACP. Can you please explain to us why you keep looking down on the same place during the video live stream? And then, you got yourself a deal anytime, anywhere. And essentially that's where we're at. Wesley essentially more or less publicly states that he thinks Tigran was cheating, and there have been even conversations about Hayek Martirosyan, aka Mkhitaryan. That was some small drama anytime there's like one of these Title Tuesdays or cash money events. And Wesley signed off by saying, well, I want to congratulate you. You played over 2,900 level in the Pro Chess League playoffs. You scored 3.5 out of 4 against the Archbishop. Let's not forget, Wesley So is like the number 4 ranked Blitz rapid player in the world. I believe Blitz specifically. So yeah, I mean that's currently where we're at. Let me just say this, okay? We have some games, and we can take a look at actually the way Tigran defeated Wesley. Tigran launched this kind of King's Indian style, same side attack, King's Indian attack, same style attack on Wesley. Sacrificed the pawn on the queen side on a2, just gave this away, allowed Wesley to have a pass pawn, and just put all these pieces on this side of the board. And I mean, he more or less completely dismantled Wesley, winning in very nice style toward the end with the move bishop to f6, deflecting these pieces. And now the queen is hitting the rook, and there's just no way to defend. Rook e7, queen f5, and it's just over, and he's lost. And people were saying that Fabiano was beating Tigran, and that, as far as I realize, is in this position, Fabiano could have went for knight g5 check instead of rook c1, and taken the pawn, allowing a back rank check, and then allowing this pawn to come toward his king, and at a high enough depth, the engine thinks that this position is good for white. I think this is the one chance that Fabi had to be winning, unless I missed some deeper analysis at some moment. But that's the conversation. The counterpoint to this is crazy. Tigran's a prideful person. He's been around forever. It's ridiculous to make such a public accusation. These things are supposed to happen privately. And on the other hand, there is the conversation, well, why was there no live proctor? When these remote online events happen, someone's supposed to be sitting with you. Now, that doesn't always happen for something like the Magnus Tour, for example, with Super Grandmasters. That doesn't always happen. Like, no one's monitoring Hikaru. Those guys are not guys that are going to have any sort of fair play issues. But for someone to be certified by FIDE, to be sitting there with you, especially if online events are going to have higher prize funds, these things are necessary. Let me know what you guys think, because the truth of the matter is, prize money online the past 6 months has absolutely exploded. Norway Chess is coming up, for example, in a few days. It's going to start a live event. The prizes are nothing like these online events. The first place is like $35,000, which is a lot of money, but that's nothing compared to what these guys have been winning the past 6 months. So we need to figure out how to deal with a mechanism that can literally give you the best moves. It's a unique situation. It's not like a poker. It's not like an AI in another video game. These things can literally help a person defeat another person straight up, unless there's certain conditions met. And let me know what the ramifications should be. What do you guys think? You think people should be kicked out of the sport permanently? FIDE recently made an article what they think about fair play. Just let me know. Let's start a conversation. For me, the outlook is simple. Either Wesley So is completely in the wrong, there was no foul play whatsoever, and he's really, really, really done the wrong thing here, or on the other hand, someone cheated, and that's much worse. Those are the only two realities of the situation, and